Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the applications of the right triangle trigonometry that we did yesterday. Real quick, I'm just going to make sure that my calculator is still in degrees. You're going to want your calculator to be in degrees for this. And really what we're going to do today is going to boil down to drawing a picture and then doing what we did yesterday, okay? So let's go start by drawing a picture for each of these. So we got a ladder that's 500 centimeters long, and it's going to lean against a building, and the angle between the ground and the ladder is 57 degrees, and wants to know how far from the wall is the bottom of the ladder. Okay, so let me draw a picture real quick. So we got a building, here's my building, and then we've got the ground. Okay, there we go. And we've got this ladder that's leaning against it. The ladder is 500 centimeters long. So the ladder is this slanted side. It's because that's what's leaning up against this building. And then it tells me, and okay, so we can use, let me highlight the right triangle that's going on here. We can use right triangle trig because this makes a right triangle. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to use these facts, but we can in this situation. It says that the angle between the ground and the ladder is 57 degrees. So here's the ground and here's the ladder. So the angle between them is right there. So that is 57 degrees. All right. So then what we need to do is I'm going to put my variable somewhere. What does it want me to solve for? It wants to know how far from the wall is the bottom of the ladder. So here's the wall, here's the bottom of the ladder. It's asking us to find this bottom side right here. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a ratio, and then let me label my sides. So I have the adjacent down here at x, and I have the hypotenuse up here at 500. So that means I'm going to be using cosine. So I'm going to do cosine of 57, do your angle, set it equal to the adjacent side, which is x, over the hypotenuse, which is 500. And then you would go through and solve for x like we did yesterday. So multiply both sides by 500. And you've done it several times, so you should probably be getting good at it. Cross those out. So my answer is going to be 500 times cosine 57. And I'm going to type that into my calculator real quick. Here we go. So x should be 272.3. We wanted to round to the nearest tenth. It doesn't particularly bother me what you round it to, but I just will round it to whatever the question says. And this is centimeters. So make sure you put centimeters. Make sure you put your units here if you have them. Okay, let's go. We're going to do two more word problems. We got an observation tower. It is 75 meters high. So let me try to draw that real quick. I'm just going to draw it as this block building right here. And a support wire is attached to the tower 20 meters from the top. So it's not attached to the top, it's 20 meters from the top. So that means that little distance right there is 20 meters. Okay. And the whole observation tower is 75 meters tall. That will come into play here in a second when we label the sides of our triangle. And then the support wire and the ground form an angle of 46 degrees. So that is this angle. Here's the wire that's slanted and the ground is flat. That's 46 degrees. Okay. And then here is the right triangle that we're going to be using. So I can highlight that real quick. And wants to know what the length of the support wire is to the nearest tenth. Okay. So let's go look real quick and see what side of the triangle they gave us. So we want to figure out what this length of the triangle is from the top to the bottom of the support wire. And that's just how far up in the building it goes. And you can do that by doing 75 minus 20. So it's 20 meters from the top. The whole thing is 75 meters. So that means that this distance, if you subtract those two things, would be 55. And now we know this corner down here is 46 degrees. And I'm going to put an X right here on the hypotenuse because that is the side we're looking for. That is the length of the wire. From where it hits on the building to the ground, that's the actual length of the wire. So this, the 55 from the bottom angle is the opposite, and X is the hypotenuse. So this is a sine problem. So I'm going to set up my ratio sine 46, set it equal to opposite 55 over adjacent X. So this is one of the problems where you'll have to multiply both sides by X. Kind of like an extra step, and you'll get the hang of it as you do a few of them. So you have X sine 46 equals 55 and then you want to divide both sides by sine 46. So x equals, I'm running out of room, so on my calculator I'm going to do 55 and divide it by sine 46. And that will give me 76 point, that will round up to 5. It also asked me to do the nearest tenth here, and these are meters. I didn't put my units till the end, but these are meters. Okay, so we'll talk about one more. This last one is going to be talking about finding an angle. So let's draw this and find this angle. So we've got a kite. For the picture of my kite, I'm going to put a dot right there. And he's 115 feet above the ground. So I will draw that real quick. And the ground. So that's not the string necessarily, because if you've ever flown a kite, the string does not go straight up in the air. But it's 115 feet above the ground. The length of the string to the kite is 150 feet. So here is the string. See, the wind is blowing. It's kind of at an angle, 150 feet. And then it wants to know, find the angle to the nearest degree that the string makes with the ground. So it wants us to find this angle down here. And I'm going to put theta there as my placeholder. There we go. So that's what we're about to go solve for. And I'll highlight this triangle. This is the only triangle that exists, I guess, in this picture. But we're going to go find this angle down here at the bottom. Okay, and we're going to do that. We got to label our side. So 115 is the opposite. 150 is the hypotenuse. So that means that we're going to use sine for this problem. So I'm going to do sine of theta. Remember, if you don't know the angle, you put theta in as your placeholder. I'm going to set it equal to opposite 115 over the hypotenuse, which is 150. And now I'm going to go solve for theta by doing inverse sine. So my calculator will do second sine, and then I will plug in this fraction 115 over 150. And when you do that, I got 50.05, so that's going to round me to 50.1. And then I'm going to put my little degree symbol here. Okay. All right, so those are all the examples I have for you today. Your problems are attached on LMS. They are really similar to these problems. When you're doing them to show your work, make sure you draw the picture of what's going on. You know, while I did this, I don't want to see, oh, I got 50.1. Make sure you draw the picture of what's going on. And that will also actually help you do the problem.